fourth pillar of mindful motherhood is food for the soul. We all know that how we nourish our body affects our being in many ways, energetically, physically, emotionally. The gut brain connection, what we're feeding ourselves, really determines who we are. So I included in the book this fourth pillar of food for the soul, and in it I tell a little story about my son was asking me the ingredients that were in dinner one day, and I told him it's chicken and broccoli and potatoes and love. He's like, there's no love in this food. And I said, there certainly is, because every time I cook for you, I'm very intentional about adding some love into the food so that you can feel it when you eat it. And then I asked him, what do you think you're made of? And he's like, bones and muscles, or whatever he said. I said, and love. And his face just lit right up. It was such an incredible experience. And in there is a recipe for my favorite green juice. I don't have all the ingredients on hand today, so I am just improvising with what I have. So I have cucumbers and ginger and apples. I've got Granny Smith and galas and celery. There's also kale and lime in the original recipe, but I'm out of kale and don't always have limes on hand. So we're just going to make this juice together, chopping up everything, just thinking about how important it is to eat foods that nourish the body. There are a lot of foods that taste good, but they're not necessarily always the healthiest choices. And if we want to show up and feel like our best self, and by the way, if you're juicing the ginger, you don't even have to skin it. Just make sure it's nice and clean so that there's no dirt. I guess if you have the dirt, even better for the microbiome. I love celery, so I add a whole bunch. But now I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, just how important it is to nourish our body well, especially if we are being intentional about our personal development, our mental state, how our emotions feel, because real food nourishes us in a holistic way. And packaged foods, let's say, don't offer that same vibrancy to our cells. I'm not saying you can never eat packaged food. I'm saying just be mindful that the majority of your nutrition is coming from real foods. I was talking about foods that nourish the body and the being, and how important they are to really fuel yourself and your brain with good fats, good protein, lots of vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables and whole grains. We're going to make this juice together. As you can see, my knife skills are subpar, but I have a little bit of a fear of knives. And actually, while I was living in the Dominican Republic as a Peace Corps volunteer, I was using a Swiss Army knife to peel the skin off of a grapefruit and stuck the knife right into my hand here and had to go for stitches. So, just haven't had the best experience with knives and don't feel the most confident working with them. Maybe I should take a knife skills class or something. Anyway, I'm sure that's what you wanted to hear. My kids also like this juice. Some prefer it to not be as spicy with the ginger. Some like the full-on ginger effect. So maybe I'll pause. Okay, the juice is done. Looks delicious. Lots of pulp. Haven't really figured out anything useful and delicious to do with the pulp. So if you have any ideas, other than baking it in muffins or bread, which is something I often do, I'm going to pour some to save for later. And then some for now. Delicious. Nourish yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all the ways, and you set yourself up for success in feeling like your best self and honoring yourself. Have a beautiful day. And don't forget, oh, I left my book far away. Buy my book, The Mindful Mother's Way. It will be the best $15 you've ever spent in your life. It will ripple effect out to the people that you love. And most importantly, you will feel like the best version of yourself. So, l'chaim, cheers to that.